Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find winning ads in dynamic creatives, alright, for Facebook. So if you want to find a winning ads in your dynamic creative, just watch this video step by step. Let me walk you through exactly what to do about it, okay? So first things first, what we are going to do is that we need to know how to turn on the dynamic creatives in your Facebook ads manager, right? That's the first. Obviously, if you want to use your winning ads, if you want to use dynamic creative to find winning ads, you definitely need to know how to turn it on. So that's what we're going to do. So which is the first step to turn off the dynamic creative ad. So I'm just going to show you exactly what to do. So first things first, you come to your browser and then come to where it says ads manager, right? So in case you don't know how to ads manager, okay, in case you don't know how to go over, so I click on it, right? So it's basically here now. Obviously if you have an account, you look something like this. If you don't, then you just walk through the steps of creating one, right? It's actually a very easy and simple process. Okay, so right, so I'll just come here, exit this, let me clear this one right here. So we'll come back to create right here, let's click on it. All right, so yeah, basically this is it. So what you will need to understand is that there are certain campaign objectives that will not show you the creative and the dynamic creative. So there are certain objectives. So based on my own right now, I said when I put sales, I usually will not see the dynamic creative button to turn on. I will not see it. But then when I use something like traffic, I usually would see it. Okay, so let me put traffic right there. Click on traffic. So we want to be able to turn on the dynamic creative. So let me click it on here, manual, right? So it's loading. All right. So as you can see, so basically once you're here, you have different, campaign details and all of that, budget, stuff like that. But then if you scroll down, right? Scroll down. Let me come over here to where it says new traffic ad set. So come here to new traffic ad set right here. Let's see. So let me exit this right here. All right, so basically as you can see, it says here under new traffic ad set, it says here dynamic creative. So we'll automatically create combinations of your media and text that your audience is likely to respond to. So you just toggle it on, which is the most important thing. Okay, so this is how to turn on your dynamic creatives first and first, right? So like I said, there are certain campaign objectives that may not show you that one, the option of dynamic creative. So anyways, let's continue. So you see dynamic creative right here. We have ad set level, we have toggle, dynamic creative on, and all of that. So the first thing you want to upload, you want to set up your headline. So you want to have like 3 to 5 headlines. You want to have like 3 to 5 primary text, 3 to 5 pictures and images. So it will just mix them up and see which one gets better clicks and stuff like that. So that's the whole point. So Facebook will mix and match automatically, like I said. All right, so step 2 is to let it run long enough. So basically remember that what we want to do is that we are trying to know how to find winning ads in dynamic creatives, right? So you need to put these things in place, which is to allow it to run very long. Okay, so this is where most people fail, right? So rules, so minimum 3 to 5 days. Okay, minimum 3 to 5 days. Okay, it says here or 1.2 to 2 times your target CPA, right? So you don't change it or don't touch it early. So you want to make sure that you leave it long enough to run, right? So if you kill your DCT, which is your creative ads, too early, you kill the algorithm. Okay, very very important. So step 3 is to break down results. So this way is key, or this is the key. So you want to break down the results. How do we do that? All right, so basically what you want to do is that you want to, if you're using a phone, you go to your ads level, you tap breakdown, right? To ads level, tap breakdown, you choose the by dynamic creative assets. So you then check the image, video, headlines and primary text and all of that. So that's basically if you've already set up the creative. You can go to your ads level, then you tap breakdown. It should give you an analysis. So right now you'll not see here, but then if you've already like published it, right now it's saved in drafts, as you can see. But then if you've already published your ads, like you've gone to next and publish, so when you can just go back to the ads and click, and then you look for where it says the ads breakdown, so it will show you what is working and what's not working. So you choose by add creative assets, so you can select based on ad creative asset, the image slash video, the headline, the primary text, right? You're going to see which one is working the best. So step 4 is to know what metrics decide a winner. So how do you know what metrics? How do you know what metrics decide the winner? So you tell viewers to focus on priority metrics, right? So what are the priority metrics? So what are the priority metrics? So one is CTR, right? So your click-through rate. You want to know your click-through rate, which is how many persons that see your ads actually click it. So how many persons that see your ads actually click it. So these are the metrics that you want to know using the dynamic creatives. So amongst all the creatives that you put, right, the different ads that you set up and mixed, anyone that has the highest click-through rate, which means that people clicked it more, right, or the cost per result, right, the in terms of like maybe and how much it costs you to get a customer in terms of like the whole sales process and all, how much per customer and all those other basic things, right? How much it costs you to get a customer, how much it costs you to get a lead and all those kind of things. So if you have one that has the lowest cost but then has the highest return, that one is a winning ad, okay, using the ad creative. So you can check the hook performance. So first 3 seconds for the videos, first 3 seconds, right? If people stop to look at the hook, it means that it's actually working, okay. So you have other things like the conversions or lead, which is what I mentioned earlier, right? So conversion in the sense that you want to know which ads actually is bringing your sales in, your sales, or if you're like an event hosting an event and you're running ads, which particular ad is actually getting people to sign up. So that's what we call conversion and leads and all of that. So basically that's it. And then you can ignore impressions alone. So step 5 is to identify patterns, right? Which is what I said, not just one winner. So you want to make sure that you identify patterns. Important teaching moment, right? Which is what I wrote down to tell you. You're not looking for one lucky ad, okay? You're looking for patterns. Very, very important. You're looking for patterns. For example, same hook winning across ads. So if one particular hook is winning across all the ads, you want to use that same one for all of them. So if the same headline angle is winning, so you want to make sure that you use that one more. If the same video style dominating, you want to make sure that you use it more, okay. So number 6, step 6 is to actually create a winning or winner ad set. So if you want to create a winner ad set, how do you do that? Once you slot winners, once you spot the winner ads, you want to duplicate the ad set. So once you spot a winner, one that is having the highest conversion, I explained to you what conversion means, right? The one that is getting you the most engagement, the clicks, the likes, sign ups and all of that. The particular ad that is getting you want to duplicate, do more of that one. Then you want to turn off dynamic creative. So you want to turn off the dynamic creative and use only that winning headline, use only the winning headline, use only the winning text, and then use only the winning creative. So you want to turn on the dynamic creative once you find the winning headline, text, and creative in the sense of like pictures and images, okay. So you want to find the winning one and then turn off the other ones so that you will not waste money. You want to pour your money on the one that is winning. So that's the strategy. So this becomes your scaling ad. So this basically is how to find your winning ad, right? So what are the common mistakes, right, that I will call out? What are the common mistakes? Killing your ads in 24 hours. So if you try in just 24 hours and then you give up or you feel it's not working, you need to give it time. So one of the things that kill is you trying to turn off your ad in 24 hours or try to tweak and adjust quickly in 24 hours, okay. So judging by CPC, which is cost per click, which is not. So CPC is cost per click in terms of how much it costs you for someone to click. So you might go for the one that is cheaper, but then you might not get the highest return in terms of customer. You might not be able to get the highest close, highest returns on conversion and all of that. So you want to make sure that you don't judge based on the cost, how much it's costing you to get people to click on your ad. You want to make sure that you judge based on how much it's costing you to get a customer. So using too many creatives, if you use multiple creative, now we are talking about dynamic creative right here, but then if you overdo it and create multiple creative, it's going to affect you, right? So editing ads during learning, so you don't want to start editing ads at the learning phase. You want to leave it there. Sure, you might waste some money, but then it will be worth it. So this builds authority, okay. So strong hook for videos, right? Strong hook for your videos, right? These are just basic things that I just put to help you out, right? You can just put for specific persons. So strong hooks, you can just add strong hooks for your videos, right, and all of that. So once you find the winning, I'll just add strong hooks for your videos and all of that. So basically that's actually it. So do well to actually like this video if you got any value. I believe I showed you exactly how to find winning ads in dynamic creative, so using dynamic creative. So yeah, do well to like this video if you got any value, and also subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. We make videos like this to help you out, so just subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.